Earlier today, Susan got stung by a bee. But she's gotten stung before. She's just like a typical adventure alley cat who likes to eat bees and then gets stung by them. This is quarantine day number 10,000. I don't know. I feel like it's been taking forever. But as I've been in this quarantine, I've had so much time to daydream, to be creative, to make something with my hands. I've really just had some time to just kind of play with ideas. And I am engaged. Jerome and I, we are getting married soon. We don't have a set time or date. Well, we actually had a date for 2023. But our family thinks that we're crazy for waiting that long, and they think that we're just kind of just crazy and we should get married sooner, and we're just not ready for that. We have it's like such a story, but we just ultimately want to get back into financials and really dig deep in. No one really likes talking about financials, but we really want to be debt free, and I've talked about this before in some previous videos, and we want to do that especially before we get married and we start our new lives and we have kids and yada. But I wanted to kind of dedicate a day to just all things weddings. I am in the process of planning my own wedding. We haven't hired a wedding planner. We've been thinking about it because the more I find out, goodness gracious, the more it's so freaking much. Like, it's just so much to know. What the heck is a site fee? What others? Then there's this fee, and then there's that fee. There's just so much to know. So we're in the process of planning. Again, we don't have a set time or date. We wanted it to be 3 years from now, ultimately. But now we've been kind of playing with 2022, 2021, and now with coronavirus going on, honestly, I just don't know. So just kind of been playing. We're gonna see how everything goes, but I just thought it'd be fun to kind of dedicate one day, and I'm just a corny person for a good catchphrase for wedding things, everything weddings, when it comes from inspirations to ideas, and ultimately I'm just gonna have some fun with it because we don't have a set date yet. Of course, whenever the date gets set, it will be much more intensive and actual nitty-gritty details, but for right now I just kind of want to daydream, have some fun, do different kind of things about weddings every Wednesday. So stay tuned, it's gonna be fun. What I wanted to jump into today is all things venues, but only in San Antonio. In San Antonio, Texas, which is where I'm based, we have a lot of areas around us. Like, we have the hill country, we have, you know, Austin, we have Houston, we have just other areas outside of just San Antonio, and I really want to be able to highlight those other areas as well, because we've even thought about possibly a destination wedding or a wedding outside of San Antonio. But the number one place I was looking for a destination is San Antonio, because it's just easiest. My family's pretty close by, Jerome's family is super close by, everyone else will have to kind of fly from every other place, but still super beneficial. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to highlight my top 5 favorite venues in San Antonio. And this is without any kind of price tag. I'm pretending that I have no budget and that I have no limit on, the limit does not exist. I do not have any kind of thing to kind of hold me back from looking at these venues. So initially these can be dream venues, they can be something we can save up for, but ultimately if I had a choice and I had to pick with no money to be looked at, these would be my top 5 favorite venues in San Antonio, Texas. Let's start off kind of going from like number 5 to number 1. And I have like kind of like a little notes here. Truly, I feel number 5 would be the old San Francisco Steakhouse. It is just so cool. It has so much kind of character behind it. It looks like it is kind of from like been spit out and chewed by the 80s. I don't know, the glass features. It just reminds me of a place where we can dance and you can like throw back shots and it's not a big deal. And the location I really, really enjoy. It's pretty dang close to downtown, which makes it super, super fun. Maybe for the weekend if we wanted to do kind of like a party bus or, you know, end the night somewhere or grab pizza up the street or I don't know. I really like the location of this. It just has some really cool quirk to it. And the price for the old San Francisco Steakhouse for a minimum of 200 guests was starting at $5,000 for the venue alone. And I've honestly come to realize that around the 5,000 to 6,000 range is pretty much where it ranges. Okay, so number 4 with Ivy Hall. I really, really loved the ambiance off the back. I really, really enjoy the open concept, the kind of the rooftop vibe. I love, love, love the feel you get from it off the back. Just such a cool place, and I love the view, especially like where you can see, you know, downtown San Antonio, the iconic Tower of Americas. It's just very, very nicely aesthetically placed. I think my super #1 favorite thing about Ivy Hall is the make tacos not war kind of light with the greenery background. I think that'd be super cool for photo ops. You can kind of do more to it. But I really, really liked how Ivy Hall had that kind of just added in, already included kind of backdrop. And for Ivy Hall, the behind it is $3,000 during peak season for a Saturday night. And that's not including the site fee. The site fee for Ivy Hall is also $4,000 on top of just the rental. Or does it, or do you only pay one or the other? I don't know. Help? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Ivy Hall is cool, but you know, it screams badass birthday party, not like wedding. Okay, so now we roll to number 3. And number 3 has to be, these are hard. See, honestly, 3, 2, and 1 were just so hard. Because, no, this is a true number 3. Okay. Number 3 is going to be the McNay Museum. So, I just love the McNay Museum. It's gorgeous. Like, it's just Mediterranean and old Spanish and fucking art in it. Like, there's Picasso, there's Van Gogh, like there's, wow. And the fact that it's at a museum and it's just beautiful and it just makes it so much more romantic. So cute. But the McNay Museum comes with a little price tag, okay? So for the McNay Museum, just for, no, actually this is everything, which I guess isn't too bad. So everything total, site fee plus the rental fee, is $7,500 total for a Saturday night peak season, which I mean isn't bad, I guess. Ultimately though, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. You've got art, you've got access to the art, the finishing touches, the things that they provide. It's, you really can't, yeah, I'm, okay, number 2. So this number 2 was formerly my number 1. Honestly, if we're being super, super honest, because I recently talked about Hotel Emma in my past video. Hotel Emma, I love. I'm giving it number 2. It used to be my number 1. I just love it. I mean, have y'all seen it? Oh yeah, so bag on is good. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's beautiful, it's romantic. I just love the fact that we could stay there and, you know, have the reception and have the wedding there and then just have family there and also go to each other's rooms. I don't know. But it's just so gorgeous. I love Hotel Emma. And I guess, I don't know, the reason why it moved to number 2 was because I'm just not in love with the elephant drums or the cellars or the big barrel things. I've never really been big into beer. It's kind of like a very dark ambiance in that room. That would be the main room we'd have to use because our party's going to be about 200 people. So yeah, that's mainly the reason why it's number 2. And number 1. Number 1 is the St. Anthony. St. Anthony. That's it. That's all you gotta know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. It's just everything. The St. Anthony is, the location is just prime. It's right downtown. You have so much access to so much around you, and it's just I feel like whenever you walk into St. Anthony, and this is because I've never eaten there, I've never stayed there before, I just want to skip first base, go all the way to a wedding, but I feel like whenever you walk in, I have walked in before and then walked out, whenever you walk in, it's like it takes you somewhere else. It makes me feel like I'm in another country, like I'm at like a tea party, or I'm at like it just feels so classy, romantic. It's just amazing. The price for the St. Anthony, starting at minimum 50 people, is $10,000. 10,000. Y'all, I don't know. I'm in the wrong business. I don't know. Overall, I must say, all of these venues are pretty dang awesome. These are my favorite just in the San Antonio area. Next week, I probably am going to do the kind of the hill country area, like Fredericksburg, Bernie, really kind of just get into those like nitty gritty areas, and then maybe Austin, Houston, I don't know. So many dang options, especially because right now we don't have a date. Corona's kind of crazy and I have nothing but time to just kind of Google and search and just creep and see what's going on. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all like some of the venues that I like. Are you engaged? Are you getting married? Did you just get married? Where? Especially in San Antonio, Texas. I would love all the help possible because I need it. So please connect with me. Let me know down below if you like these venues, if you think that you would use these venues. Have you used these venues? Help. Happy quarantine!